What's up guys, hi, so we're here again at Rufford Old Hall doing part 3 of our Scarecrow Fest. We found some more scarecrows and we're going to go off across the bridge and into the woods where these imps have been seen dancing, and Andy's going to demonstrate when we get to the bridge what those imps were actually seen doing. In the meantime, take a look at some of these scarecrows. So this is Room on the Broom. So have we got any spirit people would like to speak to us through the Necronometer?
Something wrong here.
Is that what it says? There will be in a minute when you start impersonating the imps dancing on the bridge. There'll be something very wrong here then. But in order to get the imps to come forward, we have to demonstrate. But we will do it when there are no people. That's what I'm saying. We'll have a walk amongst the forest for now, just to... So it's down this area where that bridge is there, where these imps have actually been seen all around here, where these little compost heaps are. So I'm thinking, yeah, definitely. This has got to be the region. Them little molehills, they've been seen all around this particular area. Let's go into the woods anyway, because this is where they've actually been seen. They've reported that they've been seen here, and you can demonstrate on the way back what the imps were doing on this bridge. I'll not make you do it now, we've got observers and spectators. It's Mickey Mouse from Fantasia, Sorcerer Mickey.
Oh, it's like that film.
Fantasia, yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so let's ask out those people that have lived at Rufford Old Hall in the past. Have you ever walked in these woods and seen the like of fairies, elves, imps, goblins, little people, little fairy tale folklore type people at all ever? Please come through and give us your message, because we're all ears. And keep your eyes open, guys, on the foliage and the forest and stuff, in case you see any of these imps that have been reported coming up here and stuff. And so that's interesting. They've carved that log into like a serpent there, look. That's good. Alright, let's is this a witch? Oh, is it something from Harry Potter, this one? See, there's a few bridges, so we don't know which bridge the imps were actually dancing on now, do we?
There is a bridge that goes over there.
Let's carry on through the woods, and let's just... We'll keep our eye open in case we see any, and also keep your eye open for strange footprints as well. And I'm talking tiny footprints, I'm not talking big cryptoid ones, because to be honest with you, it's a bit busy around here, and I don't think you're going to get your regular sort of dogman cryptoid coming round. But if there's something else here that lives in these woods, there's no reason why that won't come forward and show itself.
Not true.
I mean, they're probably really enjoying the autumn, they're probably really enjoying all these scarecrows dotted about as well. So let's have a look. It's like an enchanted forest. So yeah, I'm beginning to believe now that there has been something seen out here. I think at the first shoots we did here, I was very sceptical and kind of laughing it off. But then when I watched a few other channels, people following up this thing about folklore and imps and elves, I thought, you know what, there's too many people believing in it.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I think, well, if I seen one and reported it, I want people to believe me. So if other people are coming forward and saying, well, we've seen something there, it's all right you laughing and all that, but we've seen, then I'm going to believe them, because I think the worst thing that can happen is you see something that you can't explain, you go to tell somebody and they laugh and they don't believe you. Because then you wouldn't want to talk about it again, because you think that's it, no one's going to believe me. And we need to believe these eyewitnesses.
No.
We need to listen. And we need to believe what they are saying, because we might not get the chance. And if someone else has seen it or heard it, then we need to take that into account as a sighting.
Or we can go down there.
Let's go down this path here, because I'm thinking a bit more in the undergrowth. There's more chance of getting anything unusual. But yeah, they've seen imps, and I think there's been some other cryptoid seen around this part too. Something that's more of kind of lizard in nature, I believe. Has been some reptilian thing has been seen also in these woods. But you know, is it all one and the same? Can it change its shape, like elemental, or you know, we don't know what's going on. It's very hard to explain, and it's very hard to grasp. We'll keep filming the forest. What are you thinking? That way? I think there's a stream there. Could never walk over, but it's a stream there, so we can't really cross it or anything. But
No, I think...
there's a bridge there, look, so we don't even know which bridge it was that these imps have been seen dancing on.
So just stay on this side, we'll get over this side.
Yeah.
And we can walk down, we can get over.
Oh, can we?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no worries. So, have you had any interesting messages coming through there that might relate to?
Nothing really. Just that there's something wrong here.
Yeah.
Jennifer.
Oh, that could just be the name of someone who walks in this area, or don't forget the canal bank is back there, so some people might have had boats and things.
Yeah.
So, but I know that somebody reported that there was imps seen dancing on one of these bridges, so I don't actually know which bridge it was. Now there's quite a few bridges dotted around. So you know what's going to happen, you're going to have to dance on every bridge now that we've passed by, just to get the imps to come forward. Did it say there's a group of us?
Oh, that bridge, can't we?
Yeah, we can go that way if you want.
Yeah.
And see a bit more, because I'd like to do a bit more of this woods, because this is more the wild side of it, isn't it? Alright, so let's go over there. There is actually another scarecrow right over there that we can look at, and then we'll come back and go over that bridge. Let's go over this way first. See this. What's this one? I bet it's Guy Fawkes. Looks like Guy Fawkes done it on a bonfire or something. Dora the Explorer. Is she from a film? Dora the Explorer. Is it a cartoon?
Yeah.
So you can sit around on logs here. This would be a great place for a fire pit at night time, wouldn't it? But the thing is, we can't, because it's Rufford's ground, isn't it? We can't really do that. So shall we go over the bridge then?
Yeah.
So this is the whole forest, guys, where the imps have actually been seen. Yeah, let's go over there. There's another one here with It's a bear. So what it is, people are reporting seeing on the bridges here where they've seen them actually congregating, and look at that.
No, I've just said take some pictures.
Oh really? So maybe take some stills then, and we'll see if anything shows up. Alright, so there's several of these bridges by the look of it. But it's like the old fairy story, isn't it, of the troll under the bridge and the three billy goats crossing over the bridge. And it just makes you wonder now if there isn't some truth in some of these fairy stories. There's a football player, looks like a Man City one, doesn't it? Etihad. Andy will be happy. Andy, you'll be happy. He's not even coming over here. Him being a United supporter, he won't come anywhere near this Man City footballer. Erling Haaland. Who's Erling Haaland? He's stopped on the bridge now, he won't come any closer. Erling Haaland, Man City. Watch him snarling now, guys. He's snarling, his lips are curling up already. Who is this guy? Or is it a woman? It looks like a woman to me. Man, you most of them do now, don't they? Is it women's football? Female football? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Go on. Just carry on, you're really doing really well there.
I know you hate City, but that looks like a woman to me. Is it not?
You heard that here? My wife, who knows nothing about football,
nothing
said...
at all. I don't even know where the net is.
It says on there, Erling Haaland, and she went, That looks like a woman to me.
Well, it does look like a woman.
Thank you, love. You've really... You,
It looks like a woman to me. It looks like it's back to front as well. It's got the whole pony. I mean, I know a lot of men have these ponytails and stuff. I get that, but...
You do not realise how many extra views you will get us because of that.
What for calling Man City? I have no clue who that person is, and I have no clue about football, Man City. I have heard of Man City, obviously. I've flipping lived there for that long. Other than that, I don't care.
You're doing well.
I don't care. For me, men running about a field kicking a ball in a net is just mind-numbingly... Why? You know, I don't get it. I'm sorry, but there's much more interesting things to be doing in the world than... Right, what were the Imps doing? Show the people now on the bridge what the Imps were meant to be doing.
Oh,
Go on, they were dancing. How were they dancing? In what manner? Nobody's watching. What were these Imps supposed to be? What were they doing exactly? Are you sure they were doing that? That looks a bit more like the Maori thing to me. I'm pretty sure they was on one leg. They was on one leg. They was doing more like the Scottish reel. Yeah, like the Irish thing. That's what they was doing. So there was 5 of them, and they was all on this bridge, and they was making the same motions that Andy is doing right now. Now if we can get these Imps to come forward and join you, and there'll be 6 of you dancing on the bridge, that'll be awesome. Yeah, that's what they were doing. That's exactly it. Alright, I'll leave you to get yourself back together, and we'll have a wander off into the woods. So these Imps were seen dancing on one of these bridges, but I can't tell you which bridge. But there's several bridges, so perhaps they dance on all of them. How do we know? We're not here in the middle of the night to witness all of this, so... Andy's just knackered his knees up now, so I'll leave him to get himself together and we'll have a walk up the canal. He'll catch us up when he's done. He just needs to grease his knees and then he'll be right, then he'll be with us. Alright. I'm thinking we go over that bridge because there's an entourage coming to see you now. You've been dancing, so let's make haste. I think you've got yourself a fan club now through that. Let's go up this footpath here. Let's go off the beaten track a bit, because I think that they're going to be away from people, aren't they? They're not going to be where all the people are at all. These are the kind of areas where Imps are going to hide in the long grass. It's more of a natural path, this. So I'm thinking this is more the area they're going to be. Not down there where all the scarecrows and the Sunday afternoon day trippers are having their picnics and what have you. They're going to be in the depths of the undergrowth by the canal up here. This is where we're going to find our Imps. I'm convinced. I'm convinced, guys, that we're heading in the right area. Be interesting to see if there's any little footprints on the floor, anything like that. Look at all this long grass. It's proper overgrown from summer. But yeah, I'm thinking that this is going to be more a natural wild area. So perhaps they do come to the Rufford Hall and have a tap dance on the bridge. Who knows? We're only going off people's hearsay. But I'm thinking that this is the place where they're going to hang out and hide, because there's nothing up here but canal. Some odd person fishing, farms, the odd footbridge. They're going to be anywhere. They're going to be right here. Any cryptoid doesn't want to get seen. It's going to hide in this kind of an area. How are your knees? So anyway, the report is that there were 5 Imps seen dancing on the bridge in a one-legged manner, just as you described before, just as Andy demonstrated for us before. Now you've got the Maori thing out of your system. So there was 5 dancing, then they must go around in little packs then, or families, mustn't they?
Oh yeah, because they're only little.
Yeah. I'd love to see one, just one. And are they green? People are saying that they're green, but I always thought imps had been like red, like little devils or something, but obviously... But maybe they can change colour. You know, like we said in part 2, that they can probably, if they want to like hibernate and not be seen, like most cryptoid things. If you pick a person up, there's someone fishing on the bank over there. On the other side, so if you get an SLS figure, it's that person there. Yeah. So we'll go back through the woods to the hall because this is the area where the imps have been. People have been in touch with us and said that was the area. Said that you went round Rufford Hall Gardens, but the area where they've actually been seen is down this woodland, this wild area, which makes sense really. So that cryptoids and anything like that of that nature would, you know, be away from the house. You get your camera ready in case I get my foot tangled up with some twine and spread eagled in the canal. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Andy.
It's not if.
When?
It's not a case of if.
It's a case of, yeah, because look, right, look at that now, look at that. Now, don't that look like you can walk over it now? If you stood on them leaves, you go straight to the bottom of the canal because it's the leaves that covered it. You know, the kind of pillar could carry on walking and filming and then be whooshed straight at the bottom of the canal. Because it just looks like you can walk on that, doesn't it? So I'd have carried on walking there and just gone straight down, like as per usual. But we're trying to be professional with this imp thing, so let's get on and just...
I can't do anything about that.
We are trying our best. Well, we do try and be professional, but you know, we do our best at it.
Your insanity.
Well, this is it. We are confirmed lunatics and certified, you know, what can we do? That lunatic asylum we keep visiting. Well, perhaps it's a bit closer to home than people think. Perhaps we were resident patients there one time. Just watch your footing more than anything. Oh God, fighting with the foliage. It's alright. The foliage was winning. Yeah, so this is a real wild area.
Make sure you've not gone down a hole.
Andy, stand there. Just come back and stand there. Just come back and stand right there. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do some really good special effect for camera. You've got a moustache. Look at that, Andy with a moustache. That's what he looked like with a dodgy tie. No, you just stood and all I could see was a moustache. Just completes the thing, doesn't it? A proper Tom Selleck Magnum moustache from the 1970s for those people who could remember that far back.
No.
Yeah, come on, you know you want to.
No.
For a fancy dress or a Hawaiian night or something. Miami Vice?
No.
Is that a definite no, or is that an I'll think about it no?
That's a definite no.
Come on, summertime.
No.
Anyway, it's going to be Movember. It is Movember already. Well, you need to be growing it already.
No.
We're late this year. Are you going back to your football or are we done with that?
No, we're done with that.
Yeah, if it was a United one, you'd be still there, on your knees, bowing and scraping.
Hey.
I'm sorry, but it's a proper woman thing. You don't understand why people are so obsessed with football and how people stop speaking when teams win and lose. I've seen it, and it's like, what the hell? It's not the end of the world. Seriously. And I'm surprised you're still into all this football after we've come out and done all this paranormal and everything else that's much more exciting.
Let it go.
I can't because it's just
Let it go.
What is the point?
Just let it go.
What is the point of kicking a ball back and forth hoping that some pillock gets it in the net and get paid hundreds of £1,000s a week for it? I can walk through that foliage looking for imps. I don't get paid anything for it. Much more interesting. Anyway, I'll never be done when it comes to football.
You know what the problem is?
Football, that's the problem. It takes over the entire universe between August and April.
She wants a cake.
Yeah, I could do with a cake. I know what you're thinking.
Get one if you stand any further.
You're thinking, if I buy her a cake, she'll shut up about football.
No, I'm just knowing.
These imps might have a football team. Imp FC. They could. How do you know?
They're too small.
They could have a small football and small nets. Doesn't matter, does it, what size they are?
Where would they play?
Anyway, we need to find the rest of these scarecrows. We're straying again now.
Where would they play?
And if my foot catches any more of them logs, I'll be straying straight into that canal. we've done well so far. Let's not spoil it.
True. It's agreeing with me.
Even the spirits are agreeing.
They're agreeing with me.
What's this here? Would it be weird if somebody done a scarecrow of imps?
Inside out.
Rufford Old Hall. They're good though, aren't they?
Inside out. No idea where that.
Maybe it's some sort of program or something, I don't know. They're scary looking, aren't they? Cheat?
Cheat.
Cheated. There, we're talking about football, that's why they're on about cheating. Right, so let's head back up the canal bank to Rufford Old Hall, where there is the most beautiful cake shop. And
What were we going round the hall?
well, we are going to go around the hall, but I have to knock the camera off then because they don't let us film inside. Like most halls, the same, like Samsbury, Horton Towers. They've got collections of antiques and valuables, and they don't want people filming around them, like planning a heist. You know, which I get. It could happen. It has happened in some places. So this is why they don't let you film inside unless they're running a special paranormal evening and you buy the tickets. Some places they don't do. Some places, like the Horton Towers one we did the other night, but you're only allowed in till 10 PM and you can't film. So although it's really good and spooky, you can't actually spend the night there. So it all depends where we can and cannot go. We'll just fill the canal bank, just in the off chance that any imps might want to come forward.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so since we went through the car park and it's going to be
Chaotic.
yeah, we'll call it quits there.
Right.
Thank you for doing the imp dance on the bridge.
You're alright.
But I know you wanted to get that out of your system for some time
I
now.
know.
Okay, so from Rufford Hall and from the Scarecrow Fest and the Search for Imps, we will leave you guys